Yes, I am the Madam B of Narik and Madam B reviews, but today I thought I'd do a little, solo review of my own, and see how that goes. Well, unlike Narik, I'm like a fan of like cheesy B movies. So I thought maybe, okay, I'll review one today. Maybe I wouldn't call this cheesy, but after I've seen it again, yeah, a little bit. So I will be reviewing today The Roommate, 2011 horror thriller. I didn't see any of the horror thriller, more like a, okay, I would say maybe a little thrill. No, I wouldn't. Why would I say that? No, it's not a horror thriller. I don't know what the hell it is. Anyway, yeah, so I decided to watch it and break it down in terms of what I like and what I didn't like about it. So The Roommate is a 2011 thriller, psychological thriller, I guess, directed by Christiansen and written by Sonny Malihi. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, it's about this girl, Sarah Matthews, who is cast as Minka Kelly. She's starting college, and I guess do whatever college student do. College, go to class, have fun. I guess that's what you'll see up in this movie, but yeah. So when she first starts out, she meets this girl Tracy, whose name's Aly Michalka. I'll get to maybe what movie they may have been in a minute. Yeah, so they meet, and all of a sudden, it's like they're best friends. They're going to parties. She's helping this girl when she just got like just dead ass drunk. She's helping this girl like home. Like, okay, yeah, that's my best friend. I'm finna take her home before she makes a fool of herself. She just met this broad. I'm like, I probably wouldn't do that. I'm like, okay, your friend is up there. She's she's dancing, acting all crazy. I'm like, we just met today. Like, really, if you want me to be honest, I would be like that. Maybe maybe some people wouldn't. And anyway, yeah. So okay, they're partying at this frat party, and so Sarah's drinking, and I did think she knew like what was in there, because I know she can't be that damn dumb and just think it was fruit punch. And then all of a sudden she was just losing all her inhibitions and hardly standing and walking for some damn fruit punch. Can't nobody be that damn stupid. But I guess later on in the movie you will soon find out just how stupid she can be. Anyway, so yeah, so they're partying. She's helping the girl back. She meets this dude, Steven, whatever you want to call him. I'm not seeing his name in here. Wait 1 minute. Yeah, and so all of a sudden they are boyfriend, girlfriend. It's like I don't know how much time went by. That's because the movie was like, it was like dragging from the beginning. Okay, like we're seeing this dude and his band. We're seeing this relationship pop between Steven and Sarah, and then yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. The roommate, Rebecca, she enters, and I did not like how fast things escalated. It was like, okay, yeah, she's destined to, be the one I'm gonna be obsessed with. I didn't like how she just totally was off. And it wasn't like, just like I was saying, it wasn't like, just like I was saying about Tracy. It wasn't like they were friends, and it wasn't like her and Rebecca was friends. Leighton Meester. It wasn't like they were friends. It just so happened, okay, you're my roommate. Okay, well, let's go get our books together. Hey, okay, we may get a discount or some shit, you know. And then, she's hearing her on the phone talk to her ex boyfriend. And, all of a sudden she's, okay, you want to go to the museum with me? You want to do that with me? And, it's like, okay, it's like it was like a forced friendship on Sarah's side. It's like, okay, I don't know what to do. Like, do I befriend her? And then she started noticing weird things. And that, still didn't tip her off much. But it tipped off Tracy. And it would have been a lot easier if she wanted to be like, okay, this is my friend, stay away from her, Tracy. She should have just killed her. Like, really, why rip out her belly ring? I mean, she should have went to the police or to the dean or to somebody. I mean, that was really, she ripped out her belly ring. Ouch. I mean, come on now. And then all the while she's trying to tell Sarah about it, and Sarah, like I said, as this movie goes on, Sarah gets dumber. I mean, come on now, she really gets just dumb. You're having, okay, do you want to believe Tracy? No, Tracy left you at a party to go get some, she went to go get some, and you got mad. Okay, I get that, but, all of a sudden she's gonna come up here. Why would she, what she got against Rebecca? They hardly speak. Rebecca is the little, weird one, looking at her, standing outside her room. So why would, she just lie to you like that? But anyway. So, yeah, I'm so sorry about the silence. Anyway, yeah, what I didn't really like about this movie, that now that I've watched it again, it was so much filler, I think you would call it. It was filled with nothing but frat parties and a non-existent whatever kind of relationship between Sarah and Steven. It could have been on the characters, establishing the characters, especially Rebecca. We didn't know shit about her. And then all of a sudden she decides to take Sarah to her house. Like, why? For Thanksgiving? After she so-called got her ass beat. She beat her own ass. That was good. Okay, yeah, back to the relationship, the so-called relationship, Steven and Steven and Sarah. It wasn't until later on in the movie that I noticed that he actually called her his girlfriend, but they had already, had sex. So it was like they wasn't dating, all that little whatever so-called little moves in the coffee shop. That wasn't just, like I said, it's backwards. And what did y'all? What do y'all think of Billy Zane up in the movie? He could have been. I think he could have been another kind of character. I think he could have been a little bit better, but the movie really wasn't about him. But they just had him already seem like a perv. Like, really, from the time when Sarah was standing at the door, he was looking at her like he was undressing her with his eyes and talking to her other than talk to the class. And then, like, why did he let her in the class when he turned so many others down? So, And one thing I did not understand throughout this whole movie, Rebecca, she lived 20 minutes away from school. And it wasn't until later on in the movie that you find out that she had family problems and stuff. But really, 20 minutes away, and your parents is paying for your dorm and all that. So I mean, hey man, she got money, I guess. And with Sarah, her friend Irene, who's what a interior fashion thing. Yeah, Danneel Harris. I'm sorry, that's her name, Danneel Harris. How come she just didn't move in with Irene? When she wanted a roommate. Plus Irene said she was hardly ever there because she was always, traveling. And the place was big from what I seen at the end. So that was stupid. Like I said, Sarah gets stupider. Anyway, um, I guess time went on. Thanksgiving is coming. After she beat her own ass, they went to after Rebecca beat her own ass. They went to Rebecca's parents' house, and like I said, Sarah's just she's seeing all of this happening in front of her face. Like it's clear that Rebecca's parents is maybe a little bit scared of her, or kind of cautious. Like, are you making friends, dear? Is everything all right, dear? Is she taking her medicine? Like, really? Like, how? Like, why would Sarah know whether she was taking her medicine or not? It's like I said, they were not really, friends like that. So, and like I said, the movie was filled with so much of Steven and all his parties and bands that they missed out on a good point. I wanted to know what happened between Maria and Rebecca, the girl she saw in the coffee shop. Clearly there was something there. A she she drew the girl, had a big ass picture on her bedroom. I mean, come on, all right, that's a little creepy. Again, Sarah is walking into this shit like that's the girl from your bedroom. That like, okay, that's my cue to leave. Come on now. Again, Sarah gets stupider. Okay, so all of this is happening. Um, it never did bring back up the friend, the Maria friend. I don't think it did. And so they go back to. I think it seemed like the same day. They just went back to the school, and Rebecca left, and um she said she was going somewhere. So she left, and that's when Sarah decided to be a little sneak, and that's when Rebecca also decided to do a little creeping, I guess you would call it. But before I get to that creeping part, I want to know, and correct me if I'm wrong. At the gas station, the scene at the gas station, when I heard the gas pump beat, that meant that either her tank was full, or she had reached her dollar limit, or however much gas she was gonna get. That meant the gas, cut off. Bam, right there. How in the hell did she put that much gas on the ground is what I want to know. I'm sorry, that may seem like minuscule to some people, but that's a big thing to me. That was at least about 50 cent worth that she poured on that man. Like, I thought the gas just cut off like right there. Maybe I'm wrong. Please, just, let me know. So as that was happening, Sarah and her boyfriend now, I guess, decided to do a little snooping with Rebecca's stuff and find out she was taking some medicine, Zyprexa. Yes, it is real. Zyprexa is real. what treats what mood behavior, bipolar, schizophrenia, stuff like that. You know, so what they see a full bottle and they say, well, I don't think she's been taking it at all. And then I was like, well, maybe she just, got a refill. Could be either one. But, come to find out she wasn't taking it. Now, of course, and all this going on, I'm trying hard to, like, actually connect with the characters. I can't. Her acting was a little bit, and Steven, I don't know why he was even in the movie. He shouldn't have been in the movie. It should have been somebody else. Like, he was just in there, I guess, to be the filler, for his parties and stuff like that. Okay, so back to Rebecca. She went to the club. Somehow she found, I guess, where Irene was gonna be. Yeah, Irene told her where. I think Irene told Sarah where she was gonna be. I'm thinking that was it. I hope that's it. So what I want to know is, Irene is at the top looking down on the women. Of course, Irene is gay, lesbian. Sorry. And you see this bland, dirty blonde chick, not even dancing all like what's sexy like, in like a club full of beautiful women. You could have your pick of. I didn't like that. It's like, okay, if that was to be, it could have been done some other way. If it was going to be like that, it could have been done some other way, because no, you're not going to go in the club and you're lesbian. You could have your pick women because you're a beautiful woman. You don't see this bland chick and then, okay, come on, you're a grown ass woman. Come on now, really? And so I'm just saying, maybe, I'm not saying Irene got what was coming to her. I'm just saying. Like I said, Sarah was dumb. I had to put that in my notes. I really did. And I noticed throughout the movie that most of the scenes, and then some of the scenes, were at the college. I think I saw Sarah and two of her interior design classes for maybe like a minute or a couple of seconds, and then it went to another scene. But this could have been all done, like, even if it did not take place in a college. It made a house. She put in an ad for a roommate, like the other Lifetime movies. Because that's what this basically turned out to be. It was just like another Lifetime movie. So after Sarah finds the pills, then she decides it's time to move out. Wow. Like I said, Sarah was done. You're seeing all of this other crap in your face and none of that phases you. And then when it's come time to tell Rebecca, I'm finna move out, all of a sudden she says, I want to go get a tattoo. Will you go with me? And you say, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm finna go. Like I said, like, come on now. And I know this may not seem like a favorite line of nobody's, but when Sarah was moving out, she had the little camera and she took a picture of Steve, and he was like, you do shit like that. It was like when how he said it, that shit was funny. Anyway, so after Sarah moves out, I guess Rebecca, it was like she basically going like insane and stuff like that. And then it's like, oh my God, I totally forgot about, Sarah's ex-boyfriend. My bad. Jason. Yeah, so they broke up, and Rebecca talked to him. I'm not gonna share that scene. If you saw the movie, then you know what happened. Rebecca talked to him, and I don't see how he did not know that wasn't, Sarah, but hey. And then Jason comes to the college, and somehow, okay, of course, plot lets him know that, he's going to be somewhere. Bam, Rebecca finds out where he's at. And they said this movie was inspired by Single White Female, the 1992 film. I have seen it, and I'm going to see it again just so I can review it just to see. Because I'm not going to say anything now because it's been a while since I've seen it. So, but I'm going to just say I maybe think Single White Female was better. I'm sorry. But anyway, so yeah, she does that with Jason. Rebecca does. It's like there's a scene in Single White Female where her roommate dressed up as the woman she's living with and went to her boyfriend's house pretending to be her, and was all over him and stuff like that, and ended up killing him. That's what happened here. Okay, so that was besides her getting the teacher fired for all of his whatever he was doing, and doing that crap to Irene, and later you'll find out. And I think he was the only death besides her. So that was Jason, Matt Latner. He's been in a couple of voice actors, but he was, I think, basically known for the 2009 90210 series as Liam Court. Never seen it. I'm reading it. Yes, I am. 2009 and 2013. I didn't never watch 90210. Neither one. Okay, so yeah, they this movie, it didn't get good reviews from what I'm seeing. On Wikipedia, I think it's wrong that it says the budget was only $1 million and then in the box office was 52. I don't think that was. So I did look again, and it's like the budget was 16 and it made 52. I can see why. I mean, it had low scores. IMDb gave it a 4.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, a 4%. And Metacritic, 23%. Boy. Anyway, so somehow during the I'm sorry, I had to just get that out before I end the review. Somehow during that club scene with Irene gets Rebecca and takes her back to her house. Rebecca calls Sarah. Sarah comes there. I would say it's kind of a decent fight between them. I mean, she just like all of a sudden snapped. She got a tattoo of Sarah's sister, Emily, and then bam, next scene, she just snapped. Like, so they're fighting. She kills her. Sarah kills Rebecca. All that. That always happened at the end of a, obsessive movie like that. Yeah. So, that was Roommate. But I'm sorry. At the end, after all of that, like I said, Sarah gets dumber. Even though I think Irene did live. Like I said, Irene was away a lot of the time. She could have stayed with Irene. She went back to that room. Wow. Like, why? You could have stayed with Irene. You could have avoided all that just in case the school decided to give you another roommate. Like, you're just going to up and say, no, I don't want a roommate. It was like, well, we can put, I guess anybody in here that, we seem fit, or you can just leave the school, or else she could go stay with Irene. Like I said, she gets, she got dumber. Now, with that, was Roommate. I really didn't see the horror in it. There were, besides that fake ass jump scare when Sarah was calling Irene's name, and she got close, and Irene just gonna jump up and scream. Like, why? You wasn't moving. You heard her call your name. Like, why not just move a little bit? Let her know you're like your ass is still alive. You're gonna jump up and scream, and they gonna, the music and all that. No, that was there was no thriller or horror up in there. Um, it was given negative reviews by critics. A lot of the critics. Entertainment Weekly gave the film a D, saying it really just a far below par thriller that desperately wishes it were a different movie. A longing it shares with the audience. Wow. Hmm. But yeah, I'm not gonna, go on too long here. I just wanted to get that out the way. As for The Roommate, now that I've watched it again, my rating on the movie, like I said, it what wanted to be, it wasn't. Like I said, I wanted to know what happened between Maria and Rebecca. There were other things that could have been considered besides doing all that with the band. It wasn't necessary. So with that said, I would have to give The Roommate a 2 out of 5. So that's all for me, and thank you all for listening to me. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Just comment on this video, but like this video. Share it too if you want to. But don't forget to subscribe to Narik Chase on YouTube. Please, we're doing our little thing, and we're gonna get it going. So that's all for me. Yes, it is me, Madam B, and I am